Hello viewers, welcome back again in my channel Individual Creation. So today we know about the questionnaire. So previous class we have know about the rating scale and today we know about the questionnaire. Questionnaire. So in this is the tools of research. So we know previous class about the another tools of the rating scale. Now our topic is the questionnaire tools. So questionnaire is a tools for the research work. When a researcher is must be aware for his research work and that time she is create for data collecting tools. This is the one of the kinds of the tools is the questionnaire tools. So this is the data collection. So this is the data collection tool. As well as we can say that this is the self-reported data collected instrumental tools. So the questionnaire tools also invented by the Francis Galton, and he also make the questionnaire tools for the data collecting. So the questionnaire tools have some basic rules. So this basic rule is for important of the making the questionnaire. So we at first we know about the basic rule of making the questionnaire. So there are the some basic rules. So basic rules. So basic rules. So those are the basic rules are number one different sub population. Number two, focus on category list. Number three, aspect of interested items. Number four, avoids negative or doubles. Number five, assumption of the respondent. And lastly, number six is use correct spelling and grammar. So those are the basic rule for the making the questionnaire. So number one is the different subpopulations for. So the researcher when make the questionnaire, so that time she know about the what is the different populations in the in our country, and basis of the different population he make the questionnaire form. And next he also focus the category next second is the focus the category list. So in this here the researcher must be also clarify there is a category who is the belongs to which category and belongs to the which community, and as well as it belongs to the category as well as gender. So he also be focus the category list. And number three is the aspect of the interested item. When the researchers make the questionnaire, that time she must be created the interesting items on the questionnaire. So in this here the questionnaire will be the interested for the individual, that time data will be clearly for him. Next is the four, avoid negatives or doubles. So the researcher must be avoid the negative errors for making the questionnaire, as well as he do not mix the double item on the questionnaire. So next is the assumptions of the respondent. So when the researchers make the questionnaire, that time she assume that what is the answer of that question, and those question he must be assume that. So this is the basic rules of the questionnaire, making questionnaire. And last we know about the use the correct spelling and the grammar. So when the researchers makes or form the questionnaire, that time she must be aware for the grammatical sentence will be correct and must be aware for the spelling. When he also focus to the individuals or the when the data collection sections, that time his spelling must be clear to the others. So those are the basic rules for the questionnaire making. So next we know the types of the questionnaire. So we know about the types of the questionnaire. There are the two types of the questionnaire. So number one is the structured questionnaire. And number two is non-structured questionnaire. So in this here we can say this is structured questionnaire, when the researchers also notice the all questionnaires also be structured form, and he know the which questions answer is what. So the structure he also maintain the structure of making the questionnaire. That times this questionnaire also called the structured questionnaire. So and non-structured questionnaires, when the researchers don't know how to make the questionnaires, and he also told to the interviewer unstructured questions. So this is the unstructured questionnaires. Now we know about the some advantage. Now we know about the some advantage of the questionnaire. So let's start. Advantages of questionnaire. Okay. So number one is advantage. It is written form. It is written form. Number two is it is collecting information. Next, three is subject to response. Number four is to the point answer. And last advantage is number five is validity of the project. So we know clearly about the advantage of the questionnaire. Number one is the written form. The questionnaire must be the written form. So when the researchers submit the question towards the interviewer or collecting for collecting the data, that times the questionnaire must be the written form. So written form is mandatory for the questionnaire. So this is the main advantage of this questionnaire form. So if the questionnaire is written form, that times the responder will be focused on the questions and give the answer seriously. Next, it is collecting information. So we know that the questionnaire makes for the collecting data for the research work. So when we submit the questionnaire towards the responder, that times we know we have to collect some data from those areas or from those particular individual. Next, the subject to the response. When the questionnaire also formed by the researcher, that times you know the what is the subject of his questionnaire must be clear on that time, and the subject topic will be clear to the responder. Next, we to the point answer. The questionnaire also makes to the point answer. There is a no excuse, and then there is no the broad sense of the answer here. So the responder will be give the answer to the point, and the researcher also must be the make the questions to the point basis. Next, lastly, we know about the validity of the projects. So at last we know about the what is the validity of his project of the questionnaire. So those are the advantages of questionnaire. Class, today we have learned about the what is the questionnaire, what is the types of the questionnaire, and what is the advantage of the questionnaire. And next day we came here with a new topic, and take care. Bye.